now I'm a project manager of the Siheung Smart City R&D project. Executive project full name is Siheung Smart City Innovation Growth Engine and R&D. It's very complex. Yeah. The title of today's presentation is Data Hub Platform for Siheung Smart City. Have you ever heard about Data Hub Platform? It's new? Yeah. Very natural. and today I will introduce status and future plan of the Siheung Smart City project. Let me begin my presentation. Now I introduce two parts. Part one is project overview, and part two is data hub platform. At first, let's move to part one. Slide one is project background. Yeah. All over the world, smart city is a new approach for solving urbanization problem. And in Korea, especially, and the first industrial revolution is also drawing big attention in Korea. New technology like AI, big data, cloud, IoT are core components of the first industrial revolution. And smart city was designated as one of the national leading ICT project strategy in Korea a few years ago. And our Siheung project was launched 5 years ago based on this background. Project vision and goal, vision like this, implementation of data-driven smart city innovation model for citizens, quality of life, and sustainable growth. Goal like this. Maybe data-driven is the same word, data using or data-based, data-driven. Developing smart city model and smart city service for citizens are key factors for success of a smart city. And developing of living lab is another key factor for sustainable smart city. This slide shows project configuration. Our project consists of 3 sub-projects. There are core 1 and core 2 and core 3. As you know, core 3 is Siheung Smart City project. Siheung is test bed city for demonstration, which is smart city service and data hub platform are developed and tested. Smart city service are air quality control or energy management, welfare, and other new business model. And these services are demonstrated in Jeongwang-dong area in Siheung. And Siheung Smart City plans to use Living Lab community for active project deliverables. This slide shows the project process. Our project was started 5 years ago, as I told you, through the designing and implementation this last year project. And all R&D deliverables will be completed and scaled out at the end of this year. I will tell you project core 3 in detail. Core 3 project consists of 5 sub-tasks. Task 1 is environment task, and each goal is to monitoring and analyzing of fine dust data. And task 2 is energy task, and it focuses on gathering and forecasting of energy consumption data in Siheung area. And task 3 is living and welfare task, and it tries to care the elderly living alone and people with disabilities. Task 4 is a data hub platform, and its goal is to develop the data hub platform, data marketplace, and digital twin solution. And task 5 is a new business task, and it tries to find and demonstrate a new small smart city service for Siheung citizens. Like pictures of 5 tests, 3 projects are demonstrated in Jeongwang-dong area of Baegon-yu Town. Baegon-yu Town is town name of Siheung here, and if you want, you can go and look around IoT sensor or device in street for air quality control service, site of environment test, but you cannot visit energy test site or living and welfare test site because those are private site. So I recommend you visit here CityLab, and you can just look around all over our project status. Yeah, I will tell you more about CityLab later on. Yeah. Next part 2 is data hub platform. I will introduce data hub platform in detail. Here in Siheung, in this slide, I want to show the characteristic of Siheung city. Yeah, I think Siheung is a very charming and wonderful city. At first, Smart Hub is a very famous industrial complex in Korea. And second, Siheung is already a smart city. The smart city platform and operation center was opened 6 or 7 years ago, maybe. And third, as you know, Seoul National University opened Siheung campus two years ago, maybe. Yeah, based on this potential. And fourth, Siheung has a unique waterfront space. Like wave park and beautiful seaside. And finally, Baegon-yu Town is a very, very young and dynamic space in Siheung city. So Siheung is a very charming and active city. Yeah. Well, this slide shows hierarchy of overall R&D project. As we review part 1, Siheung project is core 3 and have 5 sub-tasks, from environment task to new business task. Skip. This slide shows all of the core 3 projects. Today, I repeatedly emphasize data-driven data using data-based smart city. In core 3 Siheung project, we try to get public data, Siheung smart city data, and private data using data hub platform, gathering all kind of data. For this, various services demonstrated in Jeongwang-dong area with living lab activity, from weather data to healthcare data. And each kind of data will be gathered into data hub platform as a data repository, like this. As I told you, configuration of core 3, and yeah. Kyung has a strategy to expand their smart city from smart city services to data cluster in Korea. Yeah, so it's just Kyung's goal. Yeah. At this slide, I will tell the data hub architecture in terms of the data movement. It's not difficult. Yeah. Theoretically, there will be lots of city data, like IoT device data or public open data like bus information and private data. Facebook, Google, Naver, things like this. It's our goal to gathering all kind of data, public and private sector. because data hub platform is data-oriented repository, so we try to collect all kind of data like this. After gathering all kind of data, data hub platform in the middle side analyze and do some machine learning and visualize those data for data consumer at the right side. Or startup or try to convert those data in data hub platform for his or her new business service. Yeah, I mean business data-based business. Yeah. So finally, valuable data will be shared to data consumer for better life and business in smart city. Yeah. It's a unique smart city strategy in Siheung. Yeah, data-driven smart city. From this slide, I will tell you task 4, data hub platform in detail. Yeah, vision is construction of user-friendly, citizen-friendly smart city ecosystem using data hub platform. There are 3 target of task 4. Yeah, first is about development data hub platform, and second is marketplace and digital twin, number 2, and third is about CityLab here, making business model. This slide, project deliverables. Data hub platform is a software solution to gather all kind of data. So likely data repository. It's simple to introduce. And marketplace is data trade online. Yeah, like website or portal, and data trade and data analyze using this solution. And digital twin, yeah, I always told digital twin the data telescope, yeah, to see data, using data to cities status. And CityLab is data like kind of experiment center or living lab. Yeah, question.
What data do you trade on the marketplace?
What data?
What kind of data? Yes. Who can buy it? I mean, we say trade. Who
yeah.
buy it? Who sell it?
Yeah, well, good question. Maybe we try to share the data, air quality, finest air quality data from public IoT sensor, and to not for sale and sharing to for
Good people don't pay for that data.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
But it's free at the beginning.
Yeah, it's free at
public data sold to private individuals.
Yeah. It's free until the end of this year because of its smart city public project. So if you want, I can share you in seeing smart cities find those data like this, or you can trade your healthcare data, your activity, outdoor activity, how much you work in street or something like that. You can trade it. If you the other consumer want to get that data. Yeah, your data if you want.
With my consent. They need to have my consent in order to sell it, right?
Yeah. And CityLab is a data experiment center, and our manager can show the detail in detail. Yeah. Data hub platform for data collection and data analyze and data sharing. Before the data hub platform, especially in Korea, smart city, we try to monitor the city status after car accident or some incident. But data platform is a pre-monitoring system based on data. Have you ever remember the movie title Tom Cruise Future City and get the crime minors reported like this. I always focus on data. Data is a good solution to predict the future. Yeah. So, in this UI, you can show the total data size and some kind of data sector like this, and something like that. And data marketplace, online market for trade data and something like that. It's not for sale, but you can use this for free. Digital twin, data telescope using 3D visualization and simulation. Nowadays, digital twin is converted to metaverse, but I think digital twin is the main key factor of metaverse. So we try to visualize 3D modeling, using 3D modeling to Chang area, and this is fire prediction simulation like that. In our project, we plan to use digital twin for observe the Siheung city data using simulation technique like this. So it's a good way to predict the city status. Last deliverables, CityLab. CityLab is our data experiment space where everyone can visit and test your business model using data in the hub platform. In terms of smart city industry in Siheung, a startup or venture or powerful student of Seoul National University can fully use CityLab for preparing their new business or new study. And I hope everyone come here, this CityLab, and collaborate with others and analyze the city data. This is some picture of CityLab. You can use this great CityLab for free. Scheme. I think, and this CityLab can play a very important role in Siheung Smart Cities project in the future. This slide shows demonstration for data-driven smart city. At first, the goal of the demonstration is verifying the data circulation from data collection to data analyze and to data sharing. For this goal, at first, a lot of data will be inputted into data hub platform, number one. And second, service demonstration will be implemented with public or private data in data marketplace and user portal. Like number two, data gathering and data sharing. And the last, success story of data-driven business model will be spread based on CityLab. So number three, CityLab is a very important role. And CityLab is kind of living lab, expanded smart city to living lab and marketing place or community place and data test and data experiment place. So you can not understand easily, but very powerful place. Gathering. Wow. Time limit. Sorry. We try to get all kind of data. Like this. And we also now data sharing the environment test data to KICT to compare with outdoor fine dust data and indoor air quality. So we now sharing.
Welcome to CityLab. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm in charge of this lab. My name is Chang. There are many surnames in Korea. When I went to Hong Kong as a spacecraft engineer, I was called Chang. Hong Kong, Jackie Chan is very famous actor there, right? So, okay. Our business is Smart시티 Innovation Growth Engine R&D, right? Research task is living lab type demonstration for technology innovation and business creation. Let's watch the Siheung Data Hub promotional video for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. It is very helpful to understand our research project. Ready? Cue. Okay?
Welcome to Siheung Smart City. I call it a data hub that collects and manages various data in the city. In the urban space we live in, many types of data are generated and consumed every day. From now on, we invite you to see Hoon, a data-centric smart city. My role here in the smart city is to collect, analyze, and organize data within the city and provide it to the citizens of Siheung who need the data. Currently, I am collecting data on the state of fine dust, energy use, and living welfare through the National Innovation Growth Engine project. Let's see how cities become smarter and how convenient their citizens are by collecting data. For example, on a day with a lot of fine dust, you can use the collected data to give an outing warning to grandfathers and grandmothers who live alone. There is a meter installed in the house to measure the indoor energy consumption. If citizens who do not go out stay at home, it can be predicted in advance that energy consumption will increase as indoor activities are prolonged on days when fine dust is bad. If there is no energy usage for a certain period of time, it might be possible to detect dangers by analyzing energy data. So, how can the huge amount of data I have collected be used? Gathering various city data also gives us the ability to predict the future. Using the city data I have collected, I can create a virtual city that analyzes all the situations that occur in the city and simulate wind roads and sunlight through this virtual city simulation using digital twin technology. City management policies can be reflected in advance to make it a more livable city. The city data I have collected can be fully utilized in the smart city industry. These convergent city data will be a very valuable resource for startup companies that develop useful services for citizens. Even now, Siheung is changing the lives of citizens by constantly creating data. I think there is something more important for the sustainable development of smart cities. All of you, citizen researchers, need to be active. The data I collect and manage can be created with your participation and made into a more advanced smart city service. Siheung is changing the lives of citizens by constantly creating data. change. Data-driven Siheung Smart City. Shall we make it together? City together. Siheung Smart City CityLab.
I have a quiz, okay? I have 2 minutes, so this is hint. At the end of the video, Siheung, what city? What city? At the end of the video, what city? In what city? What is what? Any volunteer? What city? I have a gift. Okay? At the end of the video, what city? What city? On the right board. What city? What city? What city? At the end of the video. What? 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 Smart. Okay, smart. Yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you. Outside it's a rainy season, right? Okay, my time is over. Thanks so much.
Please will be a round of applause to Mr. Chang Lee. Thank you for your wonderful remarks. Before we move on to the next session, Professor Kyung will give a short message. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Professor Kyung.
I'd like to make it quick and short because there's also a lot of exciting tour. Well, Dr. Kim and my generation, X generation, maybe 7 years ago, and Mr. Lee, not my generation, I call S generation, smart generation, and also Carlos and smart generation. In Spanish, sometimes we say senior generation, señorita generation. Sorry, Carlos. So that's after 65. So, well, I think the reason I'm calling them that they are the one who have been experienced first generation smart city development and second generation smart city development. You already have seen the first generation smart city, which started 2003 until 2018, for 15 years. And second generation started with R&D here in 2018. Now it's in the 5th year. So we are gonna have this one another 10 years. And then probably I think our second generation will be fully fulfilled by 20, maybe 10 years from now. And then the third generation, which I'll tell you until 2050. Now that will be my message. They've been actually working on both Songdo infrastructure development and also here. And also even Ms. Lee actually work on pre-smart city development, what we call ubiquitous city development by KT, which you see also in the industrial park area, what we call MTB. Okay, so he even been working on like pre. So you can ask anything. And I'm very happy, really being with them as a partner. You can see our ITT and Global R&D Center as a corporate partner. We are actually getting a lot of benefit. So please enjoy our second generation. It's just finished our R&D, but next year you'll see that this will be innovation center. It's what you see from the paper. Second generation, it is actually named, he say what, not smart. It's a hyper data. That's the name of Smart City Master Plan written by SMU to Siheung. We gave the name hyper data. First generation, yes, data. Okay? You still see data. Okay? So enjoy your hyper data. Right? We had a lot of alcohol last night, right? Hey, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.